Trilla's arrival on the boxing scene late last year was received as a fun alternate offering to the sport of boxing. However, in less than 10 months, those sentiments have entirely flipped on its head after what we witnessed on Saturday night. Highlighted or lowlighted by Vitor Belfort's TKO of 58-year-old Evander Holyfield in the first round, as former U.S. President Donald Trump and his son Donald Trump Jr. called the action on an alternate broadcast. Barack, a lot going on. It was a bit overwhelming. Some might call it a circus. Some might call it a mess. Some might even say it was fun to watch. Not me. What was your thoughts on the broadcast?
Oh man, I like to respect everybody that gets into the ring, but the biggest takeaway for me is that if you have an AARP card, maybe you shouldn't be in the ring. If you get a discount at the movie theaters, maybe you shouldn't get in the ring. If you ride the subway train for half price, you shouldn't be in the ring at 58 years old, even if you're one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Mike Tyson is more famous, but you were much better than Mike Tyson. You beat Mike Tyson, and you have a beautiful, beautiful legacy. You already fought way past your prime, fighting into your late 40s, 48 years old. You come back 10 years later, you was already done then. Done then. Not just, you had a good career and you left and you're like Andre Ward, you could come back. No, you were done, way past done then. And then you come back now, and then we over here paying to see that. Wow. So it's bad on his part, bad on Trilla's part, bad on our part. Listen, I understand that it was supposed to be Oscar De La Hoya. That I would have enjoyed, because they're a little bit younger. He's 10 years younger than Holyfield.
Maybe a lot younger.
Not just that, though. It seems like Holyfield shouldn't be in there. It seems like he was slower. It just seems like he shouldn't have been in the ring. When you have a fighter that you revere, that you love, and you respect, you don't want to see stuff like that, Ak. Anderson Silva didn't celebrate after he knocked out Tito Ortiz. Why? Respect. And then I see Vitor.
The way he walked off.
Then I see, no, that was cool. He's a cool dude. He's like, hey, he shot it out. He shot it out. I was over there. He shouted me out like that. You know what I mean? But then Vitor runs and jumps on the ropes like you just knocked out somebody who was 25 years old. You knocked out a 58-year-old man and you celebrated?
Well, The reason why, listen, obviously he felt like he stopped a legend, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, not to mention that MMA fighters get a lot of heat when, nobody gives them a shot in a boxing ring. So I can see for a moment, why he was excited. But to your point, once you realize you fight, once you think about it and it sinks in, I'm fighting a 50-year-old Holyfield. Nowhere near his prime. Maybe you should settle down. But look, in hindsight, what Jim Lampley did as bowing out for this broadcast, it's making sense now. He didn't want to see what we witnessed on Saturday night. Right. He said, no, I don't want to see somebody that I call somebody of his great fights a legend, somebody I love to watch, fight at 58 years old. It just gives him so much more credibility for bowing out, because we didn't know this was going to happen. We knew it was a possibility, but some of us thought, hey, Holyfield is still a boxer. This is a boxing ring. He looks in shape. He's muscular. He should be able to get get past Vitor Belfort. So some of us thought that. So obviously we were, for those that did, they were wrong. And this is the reason why guys like Lampley and other guys that I've heard that have been a part of this game for a very long time weren't happy with Trilla, promoters, whoever played a part in making sure Evander gets back in the ring. Now, with all that being said, Barack, I mentioned it to you over the weekend. Listen, all those people can say one thing, but who's paying this man's bills? Now, there's no way he should be broke at this point in the career with the amount of millions that he made. But despite that, he obviously is doing it for money. So he's in a tough position. It's hard to say he shouldn't be fighting if you're not paying his bills.
Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe All Media New York.